Odyssey Book 13, Odysseus leaves the Chariot and returns to Ithaca. Thus did he speak, and they all held their peace throughout the covered cloister, enthralled by the charm of his story, till presently Alcinous began to speak. Odysseus, said he, now that you have reached my house, I doubt not you will get home without further misadventure. No matter how much you have suffered in the past, to you others, however, who come here, night after night, to drink my choicest wine, and listen to my bard, I will insist as follows. Our guest has already packed up the clothes, wrought gold, and other valuables which you have brought for his acceptance. Let us now therefore present him further, each one of us with a large tripod and a cauldron. We will recoup ourselves by the levy of the general rate, for private individuals cannot be expected to bear the burden of such a handsome present. Everyone approved of this, and then when they went home to bed, each in his own abode, when the child of morning, rosy-fingered dawn appeared, they hurried down to the ship and brought their cauldrons with them. Alcinous went on board and saw everything so securely stowed under the ship's benches, and nothing could break adrift and injure the rowers. Then they went to the house of Alcinous to get dinner and sacrifice of all for them, in honor of Zeus, who is the lord of all. They set the steaks to grill and made an excellent dinner, after which the inspired bard Demodocus, who was a favorite of everyone, sang to them, but Odysseus kept on turning his eyes towards the sun, as though to hasten his setting, for he was longing to be on his way. As one who has been all day plowing the hollow field with a couple of oxen keeps thinking about his supper, and is glad when night comes that he may go and get it for it all his legs can do to carry him, even so did Odysseus rejoice when the sun went down, and he at once said to the Persians, addressing himself more particularly to King Alcinous, Sir, and all of you farewell, make her drink offerings, and send me on my way rejoicing, for you have fulfilled my heart's desire by giving me an escort, and making me presents which heaven grant that I may turn to good account. May I find my admirable wife living at peace among friends, and may you whom I leave behind me give satisfaction to your wives and children. May heaven vouchsafe you every good grace, and may no evil thing come among your people. Thus did he speak, his hearers all of them approved his saying, and agreed that he should have his escort inasmuch as he had spoken reasonably. Alcinous therefore said to his servant Pontononius, mix some wine and hand it round to everybody, that we may offer a prayer to Father Zeus, and speed our guest upon his way. Pontonous mixed the wine and handed it to everyone in turn. The others each from his own seat made a drink offering to the blessed gods that live in heaven. But Odysseus rose and placed the double cup in the hands of Queen Hyreke. Farewell, Queen, said he, henceforward and forever shall age and death and common laws of mankind lay their hands upon you. I now take my leave. Be happy in the house of your children, your people, and looking Alcinous. As he spoke, he crossed the threshold, and Alcinous sent a man to conduct him to the ship and to the seashore. Hyreke also sent some maidservants with him, one with a clean shirt and cloak, and others carried his strong box and a filled with corn and wine. When they got to the water side, the crew took these things and put them on board, with all of the meat and drink. But for Odysseus, they spread a rug and a linen sheet on deck, that he might sleep soundly in the stern of the ship. Then he too went on board and lay down without a word. But the crew took every man his place, and loosed the full surf on the pierced stone to which heaven bound. Thereon, when they began rowing out to sea, Odysseus fell into a deep, sweet, almost death-like slumber. The ship bounded forward on her way, as an four-in-hand chariot flies over the course of the horse's field with her prow coveted as it were the necklace stallion, and a great wave of dark blue water seized in her way. She held steadily on her course, and even that falcon, swiftest of all birds, could not have been kept pace with her. Thus then she cut her way through the water, carrying one who has a cunning as the gods, but who was now sleeping peacefully, forgetful of all that he had suffered both on the field of battle and on the waves of the very sea. When the right star of the heralds, the approach of dawn began to show the ship drew near to land. Now there's Ithaca, a haven of the old merman Orycus, which lies between two points that break the line of the sea and shut the harbor in, leaves the shelter from the storms of wind and sea that rage outside, so that when once within, the ship may lie without being even moored. At the head of this harbor there is a large olive tree at no great distance, that fine overarching cavern sacred to the nymphs, who are called naiads. There are mixing bowls within it with wine jars, or 7 of these out of there. Moreover, these are the great looms of the stone on which the nymphs weave their robes of sea purple, very curious to see. At all times there is water within. It has 2 entrances, one facing north, by which mortals can go down into the cave, while others come from the south, which is more mysterious. Mortals cannot possibly get in by, and it is the way taken by the gods. Into this harbor then they took their ship, for they knew the place. She had so much way upon her that she ran half her own length onto the shore. When however they had landed, the first thing they did was to lift Odysseus with his rugged and linen sheet out of the ship, and lay him down upon the sand, still fast asleep. And then they took their presents, which Athena had persuaded the Grecians to give him when he was setting out on his voyage homewards. They put these all together by the root of the olive tree, away from the road, for fear some passerby might come and steal them before Odysseus awoke. And then they made their best for their way home again. But Poseidon did not forget their first wife. He had already present Odysseus, so he took counsel of Zeus. Father Zeus, said he, I shall no longer be held in any sort of respect among you gods, if mortals like the Grecians, who are of my own flesh and blood, show such small regard for me. I said I won't let Odysseus get home when he had suffered sufficiently. I did not say that he should never get home at all, for I knew you already noted who were ahead about it, and promised that he should do so. And now that they had brought him in, I shall pass asleep and minded him. And Ithaca, after loading him with more magnificent presents of bronze and gold and raiment that he would ever have brought back from Troy, if he had his share of the spoil and had got home without misadventure. And Zeus answered, What, O Lord of the earthquake, are you talking about? The gods are by no means wanting in respect for you. It would be monstrous were they to insult one so old and honored as you are. As regards mortals, however, if any of them is indulging in insolence and treating you disrespectfully, they will always rest with yourself to deal with him as you think proper. So just do as you please. I should have done so at once, replied Poseidon, if I were not anxious to avoid anything that might displease you. And therefore I should like to wreck the Persian ship as it is returning from its escort. This will stop them from exporting people in the future. And I should also like to bury their city under a huge mountain. My good friend, answered Zeus, I should recommend you at the very moment with the people in our city are watching the ship on their way to turn into a rock near the land, looking like a ship. This will astonish everybody that will bury the city under a mountain. When Earth encircling Poseidon heard this in this area where the Persians live and stayed, there still the ship, which was making rapid way, had got enclosed. Then when they went up to it and turned into stone and drove it down into the path of the land in the hand, so as the root in the ground, after the sea went away. The Thracians then began talking among themselves, and one would turn towards his neighbor, saying, Bless my heart, who is it that can have rooted the ship in the sea just as getting to enter port? We could see the fault of her only a moment ago. This is how they talked, but when they knew nothing about it, Alcinous said, I remember that old prophecy of my father. He said that Poseidon would be angry with us for taking everyone safely over the sea, and would only one day wreck a Persian ship as in returning from an escort, and bury our city under a high mountain. This was what my old father used to say, and now it is all coming true. Now therefore let us all do as I say. In the first place we must live while giving people escorts when they come here, and in the next let us sacrifice 12 hectapoles at Poseidon, that he may have mercy upon us and not bury our own city. city under the high mountain. When the people heard their way, they were afraid and got ready to the walls. Thus did the chiefs and the rulers of the Phaeacians pray to King Poseidon, sending back his altar, and at the same time Odysseus woke up once more and saw on his own soil, and had so long away that he did not know it again. Moreover, Zeus's daughter Athena had made it a foggy day so that people might not know of his having come, that he might tell him everything without either his wife or his fellow citizens and friends recognizing him. And so he had his revenge upon his wicked suitors. Everything therefore seemed quite different to him. The long straight tracks, the labors of Hersides, and the goodly trees appeared all changed as he started up and looked upon his native land. So he smote his eyes with the flat of his hands and cried aloud despairingly, "Alas!" he exclaimed, "among the manner of all people am I fallen? Art thou savage and uncivilized and hospitable and humane? Where shall I put all this treasure? Which way I shall go? I wish I had stayed over there with the Phaeacians, or I could have gone to some great chief who would have been good to me and given me an escort. As it is, I do not know where to put my treasure, and I cannot leave it, or to fear somebody else should get hold of it. In good truth, the chiefs and rulers of the